Hi guys, Squirrel here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Bridge Project. Now I thought we'd start this episode by having a quick review of where we are. Remember there are 4 categories: rural, cities, canyons and varied. If we go into the rural for a second, you can see at the moment we've got another 5 to unlock. I don't know if more is going to come later or whether that's the end. Won't know until we get there. In cities it's the same thing, 5 remaining. Canyons, we have 1 extra. We're a bit behind on canyons here, so we'll probably do that one next. And in varied we're 1 behind as well. So let's start off by taking out this canyon map. This is Canyon 6. Materials available: steel, cables and, I didn't quite get a look, iron. Steels, cables and iron. There's a nice rainbow and a balloon in the distance. Let's have a look. Well, we've got upper and lower join points on both of these. We've also got places to hinge back on. It's going to be all about which we use steel for and which we use cable for. So obviously steel where it's most stressed, that's the important thing. Let's crack on by building our road first, shall we? We'll make that out of iron, I think. Actually, let's, before we do that, let's have a look at what is going to come. 4 buses, a train, and an 2 earthquakes. Is that? I think that's earthquakes. And 5 cars. Okay, so the problems are going to be these 2, aren't they? It's going to have to be pretty strong. That's the important thing here. Okay. Let's go for iron. Let's get that done. Got the age-old problem of not being able to make that final span. So we'll span it right in the middle there. We can support these under here if we so desire. The train is obviously going to be the heaviest. Did I put cross pieces in there? Did I put cross pieces in? I didn't put cross pieces in. Let's have those cross pieces. This feels like it's not in advanced mode for some reason. That's not under options, is it? There we go. I am not entirely sure why that was turned off. Oh, now we've got used to the road. I did wonder where that had just gone. Right, okay. Okay, we've got the crossbars on the road. Now I'm thinking pull out some nice steel girders there. That just leaves a centerpiece in the middle to hold up. Got a number of options. Let's get completely crazy, shall we? Let's do what no engineer would ever do. I love coming up with wacky ideas that you guys pull your hair out over. There you go. What's wrong with that? Let's find out what's wrong with that. Interesting why that one's under a lot of stress and this one isn't. I'm not entirely sure why. Seems to be at the same angle. I haven't used any cable whatsoever. And I have just noticed I've got cross pieces here. Arguably I didn't want those. Oh, here comes the train, so we're going to find out how strong it is anyway. Oh shit. It creaked! Oh, it's gone, we've lost. And the earthquake's going to... Actually, it may have needed those cross pieces just for the bloody earthquake, to be honest. 5 cars are easy. It didn't really work. For some reason this piece snapped. I'm thinking... Holy shit! Did you see that car? I've never seen that before. It says it's done. I'm not sure if that's a victory or not. It's not really a victory, is it? We'll continue. We'll continue. Next map. Okay, we are on varied number 6. Okay, we have an asymmetric map. Nothing down here. What have we got? Iron, steel, cables, roadway, the usual story. 3 cars, 2 buses, 2 tanks. Okay, 2 tanks. Now then. Let's get the roadway in. We want crossbars because we've got tanks, so I think we're going to need them. How far can we make that? We want that to be a longest piece for sure. And then I think we want that to be the longest piece. I'm thinking get the long spans. Actually, I mean, you could have short spans if we're using cables. You could go for really short spans, which are presumably stronger. Let's carry on. And then build to the middle and then to the edge. Okay. So I'm thinking, first off, support that with some steel. We could possibly do that, but I'm not going to just yet. So then I'm thinking, this is going to be the anchor point for something up that way, which is going to hold on to that stuff. Frankly, I don't think cable's going to hold it. I'm actually wondering where I would even use cable right now. This is going to take a lot of stress around here, because it's going to be kind of rotationally pulling, if you see what I mean. Possibly that anchor point would need to be made out of steel. Assuming we're building, what's the maximum height here? Do I need cross members? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm going to go with a no for now. See how that turns out. So then I think we're going to need something similar here. Again, I don't think cable's going to be strong enough. We could go all the way over like that and then come back down like this. Cross members, no. Could put cross in the top actually, thinking about it, but not here. Not for this bit. Put them back on and go along the top. It's not going to be a cheap bridge, but hopefully be a sturdy bridge. So the weight of that is going to try and pull down. We still need to support this thing. Do we use cable? I don't know. It's also going to try and get pulled down. For example, if we put cable on here, and here, the weight of the road is going to try and pull this down, so it needs anchoring back here. Again, I don't know if cable's going to cut it, but seeing as it's cheap, we're going to find out. It may need cross piece here. Let's try that. Okay, that failed. Straight away that failed. And it failed because of the cables, it just flexed instantly. Let's get rid of these cables. Let's see where we stand by putting steel in there. Have we got cross on? No. Okay. And here, I guess. That's not working too well because it needs that. And probably that. I don't know. I see. It's these cables. They're just not strong enough. Surely iron's going to work here. Maybe iron and cable at the back there. Having said that, it's supporting the entire weight of the bridge, isn't it? That in itself would need to be steel just because of the weight it's taking. We could go like... What does that work out? That's under a lot of stress, as expected. Well, it remains to be seen if that's strong enough. Again, I've not used any cable, but physically it looks strong. It's made out of steel, which makes it expensive. God alone knows where you put steel on this. The tanks are the all-important one. They're about to come across now. Cars, no problem. I don't see the point in the car test. If it puts buses over, I don't see the point in testing cars. Really? There we go. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Oh, it's bending, but it's not breaking. Yes! Okay, that worked. It's all steel. It's probably not very cheap. But I'll take that. That's a victory. Nothing snapped off. Total cost 2.6 million out of a budget of 6.3. Well, I'm not complaining with that. Let's go to the next level. Okay, we're on 7 for everything now. So we can pretty much pick and choose where to go next. So let's go with a varied map. Ooh, cool. Snow. We have iron, roadway and steel. The tanks are going to be a problem. Tanks and trains, so a lot of heavy stuff coming over this time. Lots of heavy stuff. There's an interesting situation going on here. Lower support, but asymmetric. One's higher than the other. Double anchors going on back there. Okay. Given that we've got tanks, I'm going to take the cross members. I'm going to have those. That provides a good shape there. That provides a good shape there. Just got to worry about this bit here. That spans halfway. That's good. Okay, so let's go with steel. Let's bring that down. Don't think we need crossbars for this bit. That should support that. That should support that. Just the middle bit. So I'm thinking something back over there, an arch that way, holding that piece up. That's my current thinking. If it needs to be stronger, it's going to have to be supported extra by this, I think. But we shall see what happens. Let's start by... Should we take iron? Let's see if we can do it cheaply. Try and keep that in a straight line, if possible. Is that straight? It's reasonably straight. Put the crossbars on for the top piece. And then... It's a crazy design. Really crazy design. But it's standing up. I mean, you know, aesthetically it's awful. But physically seems to be quite strong. But we shall see. I'm guessing the tanks and the trains are going to break these steel members. I'm pretty certain of that. Here we go. 60-ton tanks. Here we go. 230s. Is that going to snap? No, it's held up. I'll take this. Surely the trains can make it. A 300-ton train. Oh my god. That's going to snap. That's so going to snap. Oh, there it goes! I knew it! I knew it! Oh, good god. Well, that's the cheapest I'm making it. That's horrendous. That's horrendous. 3 million. Costs 1.4. Let me just... Hang on. I'm just going to carry on editing this one for a second because... Let's face it, if we wanted to make this safe, because it really isn't safe. If we want to make it safe, we're going to do something like you know, pull that to there, pull that to there. You could even build across here. You know, you could do that, and then do that. If money was no object, and safety was paramount, bearing in mind, it took a 300-ton train, but it probably wouldn't take too many of them. You know, that would make it stronger. This seemed to hold up okay. I'm not sure if it needs strengthening like that one does. There's a hell of a lot of weight goes on those though. A hell of a lot. Probably should have put crossbars in there. Thinking about it, so they could spread the load. Actually, that probably would have been a better solution than doing this. Yeah, it would. It would. Because if you think about it, if you got crossbars, then the weight on here would be spread between both joints. It would give it a bit more rigidity. It's creaking over here. Yeah, I mean it's strong over there now. I could do the same over here. Could spend a little bit more money and make it totally safe. Well, unfortunately, we are out of time for this episode. That is a horrendous bridge. Next episode, we should do something cool, which is this map coming up here. It has a bridge, it has pistons, it's all going to be good fun. Until then, take care, guys.